Hi guys, it's Veetch. Welcome back to my channel. For today, I decided to do a Valentine's Day Glam. I wanted it to be soft, but it wound up going left. But you guys know me. It's either go hard or go home for me. If you guys were interested in seeing how I came up with this look, go ahead and continue watching. I did pop on the Morphe Soft Focus Foundation. This is the shade Deep 36. If you guys were interested in seeing how this went and how this applied, definitely keep watching. And let me know what you guys think down below. Welcome back. As you can see, we're going to be going for a Valentine's Day look. I'm not sure if this look is going to be soft glam or ultra heavy glam. Knowing me, it'll probably be ultra heavy. I know I want to use this palette. I actually never used this palette before. I've had this palette for a long time. I do use it on clients. This is the Morphe 9J Just a Crush palette. And the inside, I can get this open, looks like this. This is the only thing that I have on hand that has like pinks in it. I also have I also stopped by Ulta and picked up the new Morphe foundation. This is the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation in the shade Filter Deep 36. Hopefully this goes well. As you guys know, last time Morphe came out with a foundation, it was just, it was bad. I'm gonna give this a try. Hopefully this works out. If not, I can definitely mix and match to make my perfect shade. I know I only bought one. That's probably wasn't the best idea. This has olive undertones in it. I'm not really sure if this is gonna work for me, just because I know my undertone isn't olive. It's more so on the cool side, but my center is warm, so I'm not sure. I may have to work with this foundation a little bit, but I'm excited to see how this all turns out. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with my makeup as usual. Today I'm going to do my brows first. I'm not really sure on like what eye look I'm going for. I may try to do a specific eye shape. I usually do brows last if I'm doing like a soft glam look, so I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out, but I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. Go ahead and do my brows, but I'm going to speed up the process. And I am using the Fine Precision Brow Pencil by Top Brow. These are really good. I heard of these through a makeup artist on Instagram. Her name is Kiki Adams. She's also here on YouTube as well, so hey girl. I'm just going to pop open the mirror because the one I'm using is a bit far away. I'm going to underline these bad boys using my C13 concealer, Makeup Revolution concealer. I actually really like this concealer. I'm not sure what kind of concealer I'm going to use. I may use that one today. Okay guys, I know I look a little bit crazy, but my brows are technically done. Right now I'm just prepping my eyes for the shadows, and I'm using the P. Louise base in Rumor in shade 5, and I am buffing it out with a Morphe no name brush apparently. And I really want to make sure that I'm using a base that will make the colors pop too, because these are pinks and my skin is dark. My camera is saying some funny things to me. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Not sure what that means. Hopefully it doesn't stop recording on me. And I'm really gonna make sure that base is packed on there nice. That's disturbing. I want to make sure that base is packed on there nicely, nice and opaque. So I'm kind of like layering it, and now I'm gonna take my brush and pat it in. I'm not really concerned about where I'm putting this because I don't have much eyelid space, so I know, I mean, I have enough, like more, probably more than average, but I know that the shadows are going to cover my entire eye, so that's the reason I'm not really concerned about like how this looks. Now I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and go ahead and get started on the eyes. I think I may go in with, part of me wants to go in with this shade in the middle, nice and pink. And this is actually something pretty new for me. I don't really use pinks. I don't really like how they look on me, so let's just see how this turns out. Fun fact about me, I have never even used one palette, guys. Like, that is hard for me. Something like that is even hard for me. This is a much denser brush. This is the Morphe R39 brush. In a way, I'm using it to pack on the color. Instead, I'm going to take my M441 to blend out. It seems as though this brush is really dense, and it's way better for packing on that color than versus blending it out. So let me just pack that color on. and worry about blending it out with another brush. And this is the Morphe M433, sorry. Where's my M441? And take that same pink that we were using. That same pink that we were using, and we are going to blend out over that deeper purple shade that we put down. M504 brush, and I'm gonna go over that to just soften that up, to soften those edges up a lot of it. That's how it's looking on this side. I don't know if I'm the only one, but sometimes it's like when you do your eyeshadow, like one eye comes out different than the other. I don't know if that's just me. Literally, eyeshadow is something that you do not have to think too hard about. Just get in there. I'm barely picking, I'm barely digging my brush in there. I'm just lightly going in there. Lightly, just like that. And now I'm knocking off the excess and I'm just tapping it. I'm not sure why, guys. I feel like it's so difficult for me to do a look that is just soft, you know? Like I'm literally probably gonna use all the colors in this palette right now. One thing I'm noticing about this palette is I'm using it on myself. It has a tons of fallout. So that's something to keep in mind too when using this palette. I don't see how people can do their makeup and like wear nice clothes. Absolutely not. I would not even chance that. Hey guys, I am back after changing my camera battery. One thing about Canon cameras, or I think it's just DSLR cameras in general, the battery life absolutely sucks, but that's the only camera I have. Not quite sure about any other camera as of right now. I think I make a big enough investment when I bought it. Someone sold it to me for like $350. Pretty much a good deal, and it's the Canon T5i Rebel. If you guys know of any other cameras that you guys recommend, definitely drop that in the comment section below. Before I add glitter, which is one thing I definitely know I want to do, I am going to add some eyeliner and cover up that accident that I made. This probably like makes no sense now that I don't have on lashes, but once I put on lashes, you're not gonna see like where the eyeliner stops and meets the eyeshadow. It's gonna be hidden. But what I can do is, even though I told myself I was not gonna use another palette, y'all know I can't. Which is every single time I use black eyeliner, I always go over it with black eyeshadow anyway, just to make it super, super bold. Like, just to finish it up. I feel like it's unfinished if you don't use a black eyeshadow over your eyeliner. I think that also depends too on if your eyeliner dries down matte or not, or if it dries down like a bit shiny. Okay, it's looking a lot better. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, I did forget to mention that my face is already prepped and primed. I use the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. It comes in a bottle like this. I do use this on clients. This is my first time testing it out for myself. I usually use the Oil and Shine Smashbox primer, which I probably should. This is the travel size, by the way, which I probably should have used. I told myself that I would do my makeup to test this foundation. I would do my makeup how I usually do my makeup, so not changing any products, so I can see, is it the foundation that doesn't last long? Like, I hope this works out, because usually when you change something up, you can't really pinpoint exactly what the issue is. So I use this on clients, so it shouldn't be too bad of a difference. I probably shouldn't have primed my face just because I'm going to use glitter. And glitter likes to fall everywhere. And I'm using the NYX pigment primer that looks like this. If it'll focus. Not sure if it'll focus. If it doesn't focus, I'll leave it down below, which I'll leave all the products I use down below in my description box anyway, like I typically do. I don't see a big difference between the NYX pigment primer and the glitter glue. It honestly all works the same. I use both of them, either if I'm using a glitter or a pigment or not. So I don't think there's much difference there. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, I'm going to be using the Life's a Beach glitter set. I'm using one. I want to use one of the glitters from this set. It looks like this. It's so freaking pretty. You guys can see the glitters in that set. So pretty. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's either that one. Oh, this one is gorgeous too. Oh my god. That one, or I think this one has some blue reflex in it. How about I mix this one with the other one before? I'm not sure. Let's see how that looks. Okay guys, so I took this pink glitter on the outside and I went in on the my inner corner with the lighter glitter to create a nice ombre effect. Let me add more glue because I feel like I'm losing glitter here. Now I'm going to coat my lashes with mascara to prep them for my lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my lashes on off camera because I suck at putting them on camera. I'm literally not gonna be in focus. Alright guys, so I went ahead and applied my lashes off camera. These are in the style Xena from Lash Bar Cosmetics. I will go ahead and link a coupon code down below so you guys can get some money off, okay? Definitely check these out. These are 25 millimeters. If you like them long, that's definitely the place for you to go and get you some lashes, girl, so your lashes can be on fleek. This is the lash style Xena. They also have minis, so they have this available in a mini version, which I believe is maybe 12 millimeters. I'm not too sure, but definitely check them out. So now for the fun part, let's go ahead and jump into this foundation. I haven't even opened it, and this is in the shade Deep 36. So first take, this is how it looks in the bottle. It doesn't look too bad. Let's swatch that bad boy though. Okay. This is how it looks on my hand. That doesn't look bad actually. Let's see how that looks on my face. My face is the darkest thing on my body as compared to my neck. My neck is a lot lighter. I'm not quite sure if you can see the difference on camera, but my hands and my neck and everything else is a lot lighter than my face. So sometimes my foundation is darker than my face. I'm not really comfortable matching to my neck because I guess it depends on really what you wear. I never really show this part of my. Now that it dries down, it is a bit deep. Again, my face is a lot darker than my body, so depending on whether or not I wear a foundation that's, you know, the shade of my face or my chest depends on what I'm wearing that day. I usually don't really even pay attention to that, although I definitely should. I probably will have to go ahead and do some mixing with this foundation, but I'm going to apply it to the outside of my face and see how it looks. And today, as part of the deal, when you purchase the foundation, you do get this free brush, so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to go ahead and use that to apply the foundation. I'm not really sure if it really matters. I haven't looked at any previous reviews on this foundation. I haven't even read the directions on how it's best to apply this. Let me go ahead and do that. It says this is long wearing, oil free, natural finish foundation. It hydrates skins and blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focused look. It is infused with hyaluronic acid, which is a skin smoothing moisture booster, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, glycerin, a hydrator for a healthy looking glow. Okay, that sounds pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and apply it to the outside of my face. And I typically, when I apply my foundation, like depending on what foundation I use, I always use this brush. I actually use the Morphe E49 brush to apply my foundation. So I'm curious to see how this works versus that brush. I'm going to go ahead and just swatch it like that. That glitter off of my face. This is the other side of my face without the foundation on it. And this is the side of my face with the foundation on it. And I am going to wear what I usually wear with my foundation. So usually after I apply my foundation, I set it down with a powder. I'm not going to too much focus on putting this in my center just because this is a lot deeper than my center. I'm a lot lighter in the center of my face, so I'm going to go back and definitely do some highlighting and bring back some of that I took away. I really like how this foundation actually applies. I really do enjoy the brush. The E49 is also like kind of similar to this. This is what I usually use. As you can see, like the heads are a lot different. That's more of an angle. That's more... This is the Makeup Revolution concealer in the shade C13. This is what I normally use. I haven't read, as I mentioned before, I haven't looked at anyone else's review on the Morphe Foundation. So I'm curious to see what people think. I really enjoyed how this foundation applied. It really went on really beautifully. I'm so glad that I loved how this went on. So I'm hoping that it passes the wear test. I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier powder in the shade Medium Deep. Are there any darker Laura Mercier powders besides Medium Deep? I don't know. I literally have been so absent when it comes to when it's been coming to makeup. So I've been in school for like centuries. I'm gonna go ahead and set underneath my eye with that. Set that down. Gonna go ahead and set that down. This look is so pretty. Too bad it's like one o'clock where I'm at. And I'm gonna dust that away. And I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take some powder. I'm gonna take my ACC Cosmetics powder and butternut beige and just barely tap to go ahead and bake. Although this powder isn't like my Laura Mercier, I use this this powder on my darker skin girls, and it literally works nice. It works so well. This is something that definitely makes the skin look like butter, okay? I literally die by this powder. It's actually really good. And I don't say that about anything. About any and everything. I also like to bake into my brows. And while that is baking, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some bronzer. I don't really need to do a heavy contour just because my hair is like gonna be in my face anyway, so that would literally be so stupid. So I'm gonna go ahead and bronze my face. And I'm using the Morphe bronzer in the shade Leader. I wasn't too sure how I felt about this shade either, but once I started using it, I really like fell in love with this. It works so well. Looks so good. I'm gonna take a little blush in this shade. Raisin by MAC. And I'm gonna go ahead and dust away that powder there with my, and I'm gonna go ahead and dust away the powder with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep. And this is typically what I do for every single look. Alright guys, that concludes today's look. I think it came out pretty nice. Definitely may not be considered soft. I'm not sure if this is your cup of tea, but I really like how it turned out. I really like the glitter on the eyes. Go ahead and tell me what you guys think in the comments section below, and go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Bye! See you in my next one. As always, stay beachy.